Hi, I'm Kevin Barnhill, and I own the meat market here in Blair, Nebraska. So I don't feel a full-time call to ministry, right? But I do believe that we are all in ministry as we do our daily walk. In 1 Peter, it tells us, be able to defend your faith, right? And I think that these are the tools that everybody should have to logically defend your faith and why we believe what we believe without the emotional aspects, but to appeal to people's thought processes and logic. And so this is just another tool that I can use then to minister to those at my place of work, those that I interact with as customers. Just am really looking to expand the breadth and depth of my education so that when I teach here, or maybe if I can fill in some other place to support other churches, I've got a little bit more tools to work with. And I think Central School with the curriculum, it's going to force me to reinforce my own devotional habit, but bring a depth to it that sometimes in our personal devotions we don't really reach for. I just like the formal aspects of a formal education and the certificate, right? That if, when I finish, if God has called me or something different happens, I'm late in my career, I can be ordained and have real credentials to help other people and to pastor. So running a business is not a 9-to-5 job. I like the aspect of where you're not in class daily, right? There's sessions that you attend and you can block that time out, but the rest of it's almost kind of a self-study online. You're turning in papers, so there's a lot of latitude compared to a more structured classroom setting. I'm actually looking forward to the language studies, breaking down the classic Greek and the Hebrew to understand really what the writers were trying to communicate in the original text. I think the Old Testament, the Hebrew, the hermeneutics and homiletics that they teach will just not only reinforce some of what I've learned informally, self-taught, but just in a more formal atmosphere with professors who are just amazing. So I just think it will lend itself to helping me in my own personal ministry and walk, more importantly. But I think it'll elevate and create a greater impact for what I can do. And then, like I said, I think it's just gonna help me long term in the other roles I fill in our community. Everybody should attend, or should be, I go back to 1 Peter, everybody should be formally educated in the foundations and the structure of the Christian faith. There's a lot of noise in the channel, especially now, and we have to be able to point to biblical truth. And if we're ignorant of the theological foundations, I don't know how we can do that.